helps if I actually turn on my microphone. Welcome back to another thrilling installment of Mecha Mondays and androids and robots count. Um, this is 30XX or 30,000X. X? I'm not actually sure how it's pronounced. I've heard it done both ways. 3000X. Not from the devs. I would like to hear how the devs pronounce their game's title. I should really get on that. I should really check out their Discord more often. In any case, it just entered early access a couple days ago. Mid last week. The 17th, I want to say? Yeah, like 5 days ago. Before that, there were, I think, two preview demo things that they had. And at that point, I put in, I don't know, easily 10 hours playing those, because it was baller. It's like everything I wanted from the sequel to 2000X, which is good. It's super good. It's got more features than this does at the moment, but this feels cleaner in like every way. And you may or may not, a discerning eye may or may not see what I mean. We'll find out. But yeah, here we go. So it's got two modes. Standard mode, which is like 2000X, where it's like you start a run, and you basically keep going till you beat all the bosses that are available. In 2000X, that culminates in an actual final boss fight. Wily style. Whereas this, not so much, it just kind of ends, because it doesn't have all the bosses in yet. So as it says, the classic die and retry way to play 3000X, 30XX, whatever. You'll only have one life to make it through the game. Death will send you back to HQ, where you can spend currency on powerful upgrades and plan your next move. Recommended for hardy adventurers and lovers of fresh experiences. New to 30XX, though, is Mega Mode, which is like playing a Mega Man game. Kind of. Enjoy 30XX without the looming threat of permanent death. In Mega Mode, dying returns you to HQ with all your level progress intact. The game is still randomly generated, but you can die and retry a level until you emerge victorious. So, unlike Standard Mode, where every time you're entering a given level type tile set, and you'll see what I mean by that, it's static the whole way through. It's the same every time you go back into it. So if you get like 2/3 of the way through and die and go back, those first 2/3 are going to be the same as what you encountered. And any pickups, any power-ups you get along the way, you get to keep, even if you die. But you can choose to regenerate the overall seed, and then, you know, got a whole new generation there. So we'll start. I don't actually know where we'll start. We'll do a couple standard mode runs, probably as Nina, because I can actually play Nina competently. And I've made a little headway on both. So control-wise, it's tight. Like, I cannot overstate how tight the controls are. Everything, like hitboxes, everything feels super clean. Movement feels just right. I swear I could make that jump. Oh, there it is. I knew there was a button here somewhere. So this is like the hardest bit of platforming in the game, probably. Not all tile sets, unfortunately, right now are created equal. Like, some are ludicrously difficult. I missed. This also gives you a pretty good idea of some of the stuff you can encounter. Oh, is cat. Yes, Robo-Cat is best cat, other than all the other cats that are best cats. So Nina's had a bit of a makeover. She now has short, tomboyish hair. Hell yes. She has different proportions as well. She's no longer this like weird chubby thing. There is apparently sprite work in the game's files for a pixelated version of classic Nina. I have not dug through that, but this is a new character. I don't even know their name. they don't have much to say yet though. You have two characters right now to choose from. You've got Nina, who is Megaman, and you have Ace, who is Zero. Ace is strong. He's also ludicrously hard to play, and has a distinct disadvantage on certain levels. Specifically one of them, which I still don't have the hang of, and if we encounter it, you'll know. So I'm going to do runs with both. I might as well start with Ace. So Ace is definitely Zero. I mean, not Zero. Definitely not Zero at all. I should really check my currencies here. Okay, I have like nothing available. Basically, these are permanent unlocks you can get. You have two different resources. You have Memoria and you have Potential. The squares are Memoria. The Potential are the pyramid-looking things, three-sided pyramid things. And these are permanent upgrades. So with every ancient durability I get, I will get increased starting maximum HP, and the same for energy, which is just auxiliary weapon ammo. This doesn't really affect Ace too much. I don't think he ever gets a ton of it. You do wind up being able to get more. Auto charge option, which is like 1 point, which is like the most important thing to unlock ever. It's because otherwise you are holding that button down the entire game, and it is hard. Although I should probably note that unlike most Mega Man and Megaman X titles, your lemons are actually worth a damn, because you can actually hit things repeatedly, including bosses, though they have a diminishing returns damage-wise. Salvager circuit's pretty damn good, because it lets you, if you get an item that you don't need or want, you can salvage it for another resource, usually either nuts or sometimes occasionally boosted stats. Right of Re-Beginning gives you an E-Tank. I don't have it unlocked yet. This gives you starting nuts for a run. This gives you a Korog at the beginning. I would say this is probably the second most important, maybe even the most important one to unlock. They basically give you all the allow you to get all the really useful stuff very early. I couldn't tell you what the blue that looks like a die. I can't tell you what that does below this one because it won't let me select it yet. I'll have to get 15 Memoria or Potential in order to get this, which will boost my CP. So cores are relevant. That's where equipment's going to come into play. Entropy is how you make the game harder. I may actually fiddle with this later. Actually, what I want to check right now, because there's fully functioning networked co-op. I'm going to see if anybody's got it. That's right. If anybody has a matchup. No, nobody has a matchup at the moment. That's fine. What I'll probably do is do a couple runs each with, or run attempts with Ace and Nina, and then I'll do like a Mega Mode because you can get a bit of an easier grasp. So as you can see, the sprite work is extremely vibrant. There are pros and cons to this. On the one hand, it looks fucking gorgeous. This is some of the best sprite work in a modern game in a long time. Take it from someone who knows. Somebody was like, let's make the palette vibrant. It is extremely reminiscent of Megaman X 4, 5, and 6. That is a high compliment from Frag. If you know Frag in the real, you know that that's a compliment. So that's an example of one that's kind of, that's like one of the best ones to get early. By a huge margin. So every health pickup now has a chance to give me armor. That's huge. This might be the run, kids. The soundtrack's also killer. They did their work. I'm not normally one for chiptunes. I think usually they sound kind of bland and boring. And like they're trying too hard, or they don't understand how a soundtrack is supposed to sound. Like if they're trying to emulate an 8-bit soundtrack, they usually muck it up, but this doesn't have that limitation. This is harder than it looks. I am not rushing right now. Nothing over there. So I want to keep an eye on the bottom. So what I really want as well is... best thing I could get is a hammer. Because the hammer's stupid busted right now. It has absurdly large hit area. It does really big damage. I'm not getting many health drops. They may have tweaked that. Health drops are relatively common. I don't have anything up there. If I can get to a boss and beat it, we'll have a lot more to talk about. Right now, it's just watch me play the game in a dubiously effective fashion. Go left. Going left was the right choice. Nuts are good because of in-game shops. They allow you to get augs and such. I did do... Oh no! I forget what the mini-boss on this one is. Oh, I remember the mini-boss on this one. This one isn't a problem. This is just a survival room. This is where I could get a weapon. I want to do this. There's some enemies I want to prioritize too. Default-wise, unlike 2000X or 20XX, you do not have... Got an armor drop. That's excellent. That acts as auxiliary health. I just wasted it already. We got the spear, which is not so good. But it's not terrible either. We'll take it. Because it is good reach. And then... So a cool feature that our boy Ace has is... his Unleash Blade weapon, sub-weapon, which is this. I can throw it out. Changes based on his equipped main attack weapon. So right now I'm using the spear, and that's going to make it so that the spear comes out. And if it impacts in a wall, I have a platform. I forget how many you can have out at once. 2 very briefly. So you can use that to scale things, and it's not going to be super useful. And I don't think the actual toss does a ton of damage. So this is the mini-boss of this level. This one is pretty easy. It's not a big deal. I really messed that up in ways I really didn't want to do. Oh wow, okay. Oh, and I'm getting hitching, which has been happening lately. Okay, so that's enough of that. Oh, I wanted to get that health. I wanted to get that health so badly. I did not want to miss that. Don't do me like this. Get thwacked. So you need to get him thwacked by that thing. We did it. As is traditional, you beat the mini-boss and you'll get an item. That did not give me... Oh, here we go. What do we got? We got... Ooh, that's really good. We want that. And we got a glory room, so we want that. Is it just me, or is my actual sword doing more damage? No, I don't think it is. No, I didn't want to do that. The sword toss will do like 7 damage per tick. There is one mini-boss that I'll want to use that on, probably, unless I get the hammer, in which case, the hammer. The hammer is love, the hammer is life. It doesn't go through the... Oh, it does go through the wall. Cool. So lots of spikes. Right now, spikes, on my default difficulty setting, spikes will not instant kill me, thank goodness. Oh, that's not great. Power kills might restore health. Actually, that's not terrible. I don't think I can equip it, though. Oh, I can equip it. I do have enough core energy. So, of course, core points. You can expand them in a variety of ways. There are augs that will boost your core points. Sacrificing items will also give you core points sometimes. It depends on the item. So this is very good. Power kills might restore health is not great because I don't have any powers to speak of other than the spear toss, which is... It exists, and I will be using it. Actually, on this boss, it's particularly not bad. But this boss is going to be real 50-50. Because it's kind of an odd one. I like their mix of bosses for what it's worth. They have variety, and I appreciate that. They're not all just basic bitch robot masters or mavericks. So if I unequip that, I now have 2 of 8 consumed. If I unequip that, I have 0 of 8 consumed. If I equip those, I have 5 of 8 consumed. You can't equip more than you've got. Seems obvious, worth stating. So there is a setting to make these levels timed to give you a looming specter of failure. But otherwise, you can sort of take these at... I don't like that. I'm gonna wait till you're... What I'm hoping for is some mobility option early on, and preferably the green boots, because the green boots, the owl boots, are really good. Once you get used to how they work. 1, 2, 3. Whoa! I think the well, I'm about to go into the boss fight with full health, which is kind of a new experience, to be honest. Now I could grab a couple of these and hope for some armor. 1, 2, yeah, 3. Yeah, I'm going for it. Nice. And 1 more. So I got 3 armor out of that, which isn't bad, out of a sacrifice like 6. So this one's a bit of a tricky devil. I have to hit the different wall clocks. Oh god, I'm already off to a bad start. Okay. Ah, that hit me. Shoot. That went really well. First stage is usually the easiest, and then it escalates. So getting potential is good. And then you get powers. I really think this power is one of the coolest in the game, but it's not that amazing. So Dolomite Link, keep your enemies closer. Oh, okay, good. He gives me a whip. We're gonna see me use that a bit. I only got 1 from that. That's kind of weak. This may be the run. I may actually clear all the bosses. If I get Penumbra next, I'm in trouble. The Penumbra area is brutal. Okay. So the way Ace works in terms of power equipment is he has 3 different power buttons, or you always have 3 different power buttons. I have them set to square, L2, and R2. I have my shoot on L1, I have my dash on R1, jump on X, interact with O, and I forget what I have triangle used for. Something, I'm sure. And with Ace, you have the option to use any one of those 3, and then any up or down directional input plus that button. So you can have 9 powers total equipped, and believe you me, it is going to give me opportunity to use most of those. So Dolomite Link is... Oh, that hitching. That Dolomite Link is really cool, because it grabs an enemy... Oh, shoot. I didn't want that. Really? You take 3 to kill? That's weak, dude. So that dude's down there, and I can't do anything about it. They recently made it so that enemies don't die when they touch lava. They did die when they touched lava, but it was causing a problem with a certain boss fight. Because the boss would fall into the lava and die. Which is hilarious, but it made him kind of cheesy situationally. I was unable to generate scenarios reliably where it happened, though it did happen once and it confused the ever-loving dingus out of me. There's nothing up there, is there? No, there's nothing up there. Probably. I don't have any mobility options. If I get a mobility option this level, I will be consumed with joy. The boss here is a pretty standard Maverick slash Robot Master type affair. Oh! Oh hey, they are dropping health now. Mostly I want it for the armor. The mini-boss here is kind of a chore. Here's the mini-boss. I don't know if he's going to let me do a cute trick, though. We're going to find out in a minute. If he does, it'll be pretty rad. It probably will not. We're going to try for it. Yes! Now we just sit behind him, thwacking him to death, and hope that we can do enough damage by the time he gets to his actual boss room, where we're intended to beat him, and go through a serious rigmarole of thwacking on him, as he rolls around the ceiling shooting fireballs and other such horrible nonsense. He's gonna kill all the enemies along the way, too. Which will not drop stuff, I don't think. We got him already, boys. That went really well. What happened? Boss dead. What do we got? We got power damage up. That's not terrible, but not necessarily thrilling. No armor. Weak. Nothing up here. Alright, well, we're going to do the Glory Zone. And hopefully get a... Okay. I don't like this room. Oh! This is pretty nuts. I'm gonna let you guys get up here. Get up here. Oh, I am doing some bonus power damage, which is good. That's not bad. It's not the best of the possible foot parts, but it is quite good. Unfortunately, I can't equip it. I'll take it on a case-by-case basis for now. So, what I'll need to do is unequip that and then do that. So this one is quite good. The double jump is probably the worst. That Draco Pent, I think it is. It's probably the worst of the lot. This is a little better in terms of verticality and aerial control. The best one is the the owl hawk legs, which basically you tap X and you tap jump in the air again, and you have full directional control in midair. This is a little less so. But this is still very good. But I'm gonna switch back to the owl hawk torso. Whoops! I thought I unequipped the other. Because if I can get some free health out of enemies, and therefore armor, I am in a very, very good spot. I'm gonna try jumping up there real quick. Nope. I didn't want to do that. Oh! I've been betrayed by my own. Well, Big Nut is good. Oh, don't drop the nut in the fire, you jerk. Thank you. So those explosions make it really hard to know what's behind them, and that has thrown me a couple times already in just what you're seeing. Yes. Oh no! So I'm already... I wasn't going to be able to dodge that. Is there anything up there? Probably not, no. Alright. I will contemplate my sins. Oh, that's right. That's right. Ow. Aha. And we've got these. The Lucavi. I don't actually remember how these work, so I'm gonna pick them up. I think these are the throwing dagger ones. Oh, right, with the Chrysagrim thing. These do very low damage, but they're not bad. So these work pretty much like Phantom in, or Model P from Zero and Megaman 0X. So pretty good damage on its ability use, but you have to be right in their face to do it. Charge shots are worthwhile, but actually... Oh! Okay. So, vertical game is really hard for Ace, as you've probably noticed. Oh, hello. Oh, why would I jump into that? Yeah, jump right into the fire, why don't you? This is not great. It's still probably the best range option I have, though. Why? I swear the hitboxes are normally better than this. Yeah, so far I've needed nothing I need any. So this fight is not easy. Hopefully they give me a little health beforehand. That would be nice. I will understand if they don't, but I would very much prefer it. Okay. I don't have any tokens. That's good. Oh, but we've got a nut shot. What do we got? You're pretty good, but I can't afford you. Actually, no, I can afford it, but I don't want to reduce damage. Maximum health up might be the way to go. You can also sacrifice these, but you still have to spend the nuts to do it. Because dashing granting a shield is not bad, especially with the 4-way dash. Although I've found it sometimes inconsistent, like it'll spawn the shield behind you. And I think that might just be me doing wonky movement. I'm gonna pick that up, I think. Actually, how many core points do I need? I only need... You know what? As far as arm parts are concerned, I'm hoping for, what am I hoping for? A bunch of them are quite good. I definitely don't want the Owl Hawk, because that does no good for Ace. Same, I think, for his head. They're basically not worth his time. The Draco Pent or Oxjack are probably the way to go, because one makes you charge faster, I think it's Oxjack, and then the Draco Pent arms allow you to have 2 charged attacks in a row, which is, as you can imagine, pretty damn good. Lets you really mete out serious damage. This guy's gonna be a bit tricky. So, hard part, because I get one shot here. Yeah. I made some pretty bad mistakes throughout that run. But I did better than I thought I would. It started well. I'm going to play as Nina. Nina's very straightforward. I'm going to save up for the additional ancient durability. I'm gonna check to see if anyone's... Come on. I'm gonna do a Nina run, hope we don't get Penumbra early. We got Zen Primus, which is pretty good. He's... What do we got? That's not bad. Shots do not go through terrain until you get an AUG for it, by the way, so I have to actually be careful. Nice job. Dash right into him. So a charge shot only does double the damage that a regular lemon does. That can be relevant later. And there is a damage scaling based on number of times you've hit an enemy. I did try to dash through that, I promise. Without any mobility options, I'm in a bit of trouble. Oh, give me that. Don't hitch. I'm also playing this at a high resolution. My computer can handle it, but the game is not perfectly optimized at the moment. Nothing up there, right? So we're going to try the same trick on this dude. We're going to go ahead till we have like a hill. And then we're going to try and hop him. Like that. Then we're just going to blast on him. He's got a lot of health. Got him. So the one thing you want to make sure you do is you want to get him before he gets into this room and starts crawling the walls. If we got this substantially later in the run, we would not have been able to kill him probably. What is this one? Trades energy for HP and power damage. Sure. That was a lot. There's a lot of energy lost. We'll live, but we're gonna have to be kind of careful now. Whoa! Whoa! So, same thing as before. Oh, that was easy. Still, again, not bad. Not bad at all. Prefer an arm at this point for extra damage dealing, but having a mobility power early is super good. Yeah, the one where you're trying to dash down, your legs are totally exposed. By and large, though, the hitboxes in this game are extremely clean. They're mostly honest. Compared to 30 or 20XX, where they were somewhat less so. But, come on. Have to be midair to dash upwards. Hello. There's also the Oxjack helmet, which gives, if I can get up there, I want to do it. There we go. Which shoots a blast out in the direction of your dash, which is super good. Well, it's super good. It's handy. Lets you do some extra damage. If you get the AUG, I don't know why I'm going out of my way to kill these things. I don't have the armory helmet. Now I have to kill them to make sure that I actually get health back. Oh, those flames are blowing the wrong way. Okay. We haven't even gotten to the really visually overwhelming tile sets. You'll know those when you see them. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, just stand there and take it. No big. Some of the boss fights wind up basically being damage races, where you just like, heck with this, I'm not even going to try to strategize, I'm just going to blast them. Shield working as intended. Okay, that's not ideal. to drop in there. We're not going after it though. Have fun down there, dude. I'm gonna dash up. I do want the token / poker chip. I would like that armor, but I'm not jumping into it. Actually, does it grant 2 of 1? Grants 2. Still a net gain. So 43 nuts is pretty good if they give me a shop. They may not. I thought I was holding up there. They're not giving me... Nope, they're not. They're gonna do me like that, apparently. Yeah, look at that background. How gorgeous is that? Alright, so Zen Primus with, or Primus, whatever. With Nina is a bit easier. It's still pretty much the same basic idea. And now that I have projectile absorbing shields, I can get away with a lot more. This is probably the boss where that is the most useful too. Yeah, but only when you actually use it. Oh yeah, nice. Not nice. Come on down. I did try to block that and just failed miserably. Whatever. We did it, skin of our teeth. I could have done much better on that. I have done much better on that. So the power he grants is pretty neat. Zen Mortar. Ace and Nina have 2 very different power sets. It should be noted. What the hell was that? Something exploded. Only 1 Memoria again, you're killing me. So basically you shoot it up into the air, it'll go up and then go down, but if you tap it again mid-air, it detonates and shoots at 2 other projectiles. Now Nina, though, has a very interesting system with powers, and we'll get into that once we actually get some enemies killed, or boss kills. This area is kind of tough. Fortunately, I have a mobility power, which will make this a lot easier. Enemies to drop health, though. Bit more than that, please. Blah. Sometimes there's some tricky items that are hidden down below, but not very many. I have not run into a couple, all that more than 1 or 2. Oh, why would you... Fly through this area right now. Hope that enemies give us something to work with. Oh, here we go. I do have to wait a sec for this dude. I never got that right. Still no health. Might have changed the drop rates. Probably a good idea too, because some parts of it were getting a little easy. It was pretty pitiful. I'm gonna try that again. I should have checked Memoria, but I don't think I could have afforded anything anyway. Oh, here we go. Absolution is the name of the area. Penumbra is the boss. And, again, not bad. Not great. Not super helpful on this level. This level, unfortunately, has some of the most aggressively obnoxious gimmicks. Those platforms. Those enemies are kind of annoying too, but not as annoying as these, which are far worse. The mini-boss here also sucks mightily. I'm not a fan. Like, you almost have no choice but to tank a certain amount of damage. It is not the worst mini-boss. That one is on the most visually confusing level. Still, these places are very pretty. This place, if you're getting like Mega Man Zero vibes, there are good reasons for that. This is like the Mega Man Zero level, and there's a couple of them. Fortunately, we're getting this early, and that's really good, because this stage late, without mobility powers, is just despair. So what I'm intended to do here... So the way these platforms work is you have to step on them, jump off to trigger them. There we go, that actually went very well. Super worth doing. Give me something... Well, I can work with that. Oh. So all these enemies will hurt me. At Blackfield, that'll kill me. Here we go. Worst mini-boss ever, except for the one that's worse than this. These guys look like they're ripped straight out of a Mega Man Zero title, and they behave that way too. So think Gemini Man, but infuriating. And hard. Oh, I was supposed to... So... They can hit each other. You can get free damage. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that! They can hit themselves too. This layout is really good. That went smoother than it has ever gone before. That is the easiest that boss has ever been. Mostly because the floor layout of the mirrors here is usually impossibly awful. Like, you have to flip like 4 of them every single time they move and get lucky. And I never do. So that went very well. I'm down only half health, which is relatively okay. Glory Zone, hopefully we'll get a blaster part. Buster part, whatever. Fortunately, the Glory Zone here sucks. Because of that, we're going all the way down. And we don't have a mobility power, which would make this, if not trivial, then at least manageable. Oh, I freaking hate this place. I really do. This particular Glory Zone is extremely hard. Because those enemies just keep respawning. The big one up above does whatever the hell it wants. I didn't want to do that. It just sits there, but all these other enemies coming are the problem. I'm probably gonna die here. I've gotten through this before, but usually I have a mobility power to help out. So I'm not really sure. Oh. Oh, don't do this to me. Ah! Okay, we made it. Give me something good. That's acceptable. Oh, Draco Pen arms then make them even chargier, which makes them do more damage. The double shot one, though, is very much what we want, though. This is superb. That's not bad. Core points wise, I'm at half capacity. I'll take a little extra speed, it won't hurt. Oh, I'm going to die. One more once, and then we'll do a Mega Mode run. Starting out with Zen again. Give me something good. That's like the opposite of good. That one does not help me very much, because then I misread how much health I have. I'd rather have knockback so I know. With this, we're gonna just blast through this friggadoodle. Shots also have a fairly limited range. In 20XX, armor parts had like set bonuses. That is not here now. Okay, this dude's gonna show up here. I should be able to jump him, more or less. That shit. Memoria is good. You can get, I think, as many as 5. Usually you'll get between 3 and 4, or just 1 and cry. Ooh, that's good. It means every health pickup is now more valuable. That. Okay, sure. One of the best pickups in the game, short the one that boosts your attack every single stage you do. That's good. We'll take it. Can I equip it? Yes, because it's the beginning of a new run. Charge time reduced is excellent. Now I can use my different armor parts, even on the same limb, will stack. I don't know if the same one over and over does. I have not actually tried that. Maybe I should. Usually I have so few core points to work with that I can't really afford to. Oh, I spent all that effort dodging. So all those health pickups will give me 2 health instead of just 1, which makes them very good now. Oh! And that'll give, I think, 4. It's just a single bump, but it's really good. It does double. Nice dodge. Lava only does 1 point of damage unless you set it to do much more than that. Right now I don't have that, but I probably will change that once I get the hang of the game. Right now, it's still learning, but alright, 26 nuts, so if it gives me a shop... It did not. Alright. Peaceful postulant. Shit. Just gonna get out of his way. Because I'm about to die. That's bad. That's bad. This is not going well. Everything went great until I came to the boss. He's ridiculously hard to dodge his projectiles without something that either eats them or similar. 1 Memoria. That's complete waste. That's random as far as I know. I don't think it's performance based. Oh, great. So, out of the fire into the frying pan. So if I get the AUG that allows me to punch through walls, that'd be great here, but I'm not going to, because the game does not give you things when you want them. It's usually when you're on an already incredible run that it's like, oh, let's give you all the best tools so that this becomes completely trivial. Over here. Fortunately, I can regenerate enough health fairly easily now. Bosses do not, as a rule, drop health. And I don't have any movement or mobility options, so if there's anything sneaky hidden away, I'm not getting it. Well, not without extreme effort, like up here. There could be something up there, but there's no way I'm getting it. Dude. Those shooty lasers are not my favorite trap in the world. Just you wait until we get to the actual boss here, if we ever do. Flip the one down here. That went well. Here we go. yes. It's not the most useful thing in the world. He's like stuck in a hole or something. I'm not even... Oh, hello. What are you? Charged attacks deal bonus damage. Yes. Do want that. It complements us well. No, is it nut? I want that. Little nut, not a big nut. Sort of, peanut. To the other one's a Brazil nut. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Save us a little misery down the way. Don't be like this. Oh. So those shots do in fact kill enemies. That's cool. I didn't know that. Nice. Oh, I forgot about these. The switch wall. How do I get up here? The hard way. That's how. Get back here. Why? Why you do this? Oh, I do want that armor pickup. Especially if I'm just gonna lose it immediately afterwards. Okay, boss time. Non-trivial boss time. Penumbra is probably the hardest boss in the game at the moment. Because he is like a Mega Man Zero or Azure Striker Gunvolt boss. Like, these guys played Inti Creates games and were like, yo, we're gonna take some goddamn notes. They look the part, too. They have a scythe and everything. So, first part is the easy part. Also, they're like Death from Castlevania, which is pretty cool. You know, if Death had Death Race. Oh yeah, and then there's this part, which is just, you know, the best or worst thing ever. I'm not exactly doing a good job here. Okay, so we have to break the stained glass. He comes swinging in, and he's hiding behind an energy orb for some reason, and I don't like it. Oh, no, I didn't want to get hit by that. Ah, okay. Oh, hey, I didn't know you could eat his scythe. That went surprisingly well. There were opportunities I could have used my powers, but I didn't think that far ahead. So the power he grants is pretty cool. So now that we've actually gotten two boss abilities for Nina, I think it's time to explain how Nina is fantastic. So she gets a fusion ability. So every single power she gets from a boss, and there are however many bosses there are now, 5 or 6. She can fuse 2 of them together, or at least have an auxiliary function, and each one of these has an auxiliary function. So Zen Mortar, like I've showed off before, it'll shoot that up, and if I tap it again in midair, it'll shoot out 2 more, which is handy. If I do this one, it'll make a black hole. You can charge it, and it's a better black hole. However, if I put that in the fusion slot for Zen Mortar, I can charge the Zen Mortar, and it becomes mo better. Conversely, if I flip them, I don't actually know what that does. Oh, right. So Zen Mortar will allow you to remote detonate or do a duplicate action, Echo, as it's called. So if I charge this and shoot it and then detonate it, it'll do a big boom boom. I couldn't tell you, neither of those are really great for mobility, and unlike a later one we might be getting, they aren't exactly superb for eating shots or anything, but it ain't bad. Okay, this one's a bit tricky. This area gives me some trouble. That's doing a lot of damage, actually. Oh! Oh, well, not having any energy is not ideal. Okay, so... But that used all of my energy, because charging is expensive. And it threw those guys off alignment, so I'm tempted to switch those. Mostly I don't tend to use powers very much, if I can get away with it, which is sometimes. Ah! So I want to keep these platforms going. This is not a bad area to get at this point in time. It's better earlier, probably. What do we get? That's really good. I can't equip it, but that's really good. I can't equip it. Still really good. I have no health, but killing me, Smalls. There we go. Making headway. So these little bleep blooping things down below, right below my feet, will go off anytime I jump or shoot, and I think dash once they're in range. Yeah, like that. Once they think they have a clear line of sight. Those glittering crystals at the top, the pink ones, are bad. They drop when I'm under them. But I can blow them up. Okay. They'll also kill enemies. Sometimes, if the enemy is dumb enough to run into it. I couldn't see that at all. I'm running on, like, fumes right now. I'm in absolute terror at the moment. Mortal terror. What's the... I know there's one here. There he is. Come on back! Oh, not back like that. Yeah, this thing's gonna kill me. There we go. You can bait them out. The boss fight on the mini boss here is a bit of a trickster. I don't like him very much. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh, ain't over yet. Yes! No! Yes! I've had some really bad experiences with that one. You want to fight... You want to do this area early if you can. If you're lucky. Because this one can get out of control at speed. Max health of 2 or energy up. More max energy up, interestingly, but I'll go with max health because that's always good. These guys are a bit annoying. Oh, I'm not going to be able to hit him, am I? Nice. How badly do I want to get up there? Not badly. Not badly enough, anyway. Oh, I can't afford it even if I do that? I need core points badly. Oh, don't hedge. Not there. Not there. So these are like Kaizo blocks only, or Yoku blocks, not Kaizo blocks, Yoku blocks, but less worse. They're not the worst thing in the world. Oh, I didn't even see the mole down there. Criminy. That, on the other hand, I did want to do. Oh, this room blows. God, this room is dreadful. It's like forced damage, the room. I've gotten through it without getting badly hurt, but I also had like all the mobility options you could hope for. Okay, 74 nuts. I can make some serious purchases here. Oh, that's great. I'm gonna do this first. See what there is. Okay, I want all of these. You I'm grabbing because I need the CP. Max energy plus 2 would be fine. I got 2 more core points. You know what? This boss actually, that will be handy, so I'm gonna go for it. So 2 HP or 2 energy? That's the real question here. Go with boosted max energy. I don't have to spend on that, because I can just grab that. Boom! Oh, that gave 3 core points. Might have been better to have gotten that. Oh well. So this boss is a bit of a... He's a pain. I'm hoping that my powers will do, or my power will do substantial damage to him and make it kind of moot. So that did not go as planned. Get up there, you. That did not do a lot of damage. Down here, you! Oh, I don't have any energy. That's good. I can't even see him right now. He's on the roof. Oh, those are not getting deflected by the shield. Okay. Ugh. I really don't want these to be as tight as they are. I'm not especially good at this game. I should probably note that. The discerning viewer will have likely already noticed. I'm kinda crap. Alright, there's a fusion I can do with that, though. That is relevant for this. How is that done? Is that these two? No. Flip them. Yeah! So there's a secret area over here. Which I can get to only because you have infinite energy after the boss is dead. We're just gonna cruise. So what this is doing, and there is a visual tell for when it's going to break, the ice crystal material. Oh, that's kind of trash. I need the core points, so we're gonna go with that. That should let me equip my dishity dash. I actually gauged that right. I mean, I'm impressed. But yeah, the backgrounds, the pixel art is just 10 out of 10. I think there could stand to be a little additional definition on some of the enemies, like the bats can hide behind explosions, but you can, under the options, turn off explosions somewhere. Where is that? Hide explosions. I'm not sure what enemy bits is. And foregrounds can sometimes cover things up, but they do add a nice little bit of extra visual depth. Okay, so who do we get? Do we get Legacy or do we get Clockwork? Okay. Late game legacy is going to suck. I really don't want to do late game legacy if I can help it. And I have no energy, so I can't do any of the cool stuff I'd like to do. Oh, okay. Well, too late. Mind you, Clockwork isn't especially fun, high difficulty either, but here we are. Okay, so I badly need enemies to give me, like, all the health at this point. Okay. We should be good. Mostly because I need energy, too. So the Owl Hawk armor parts are, for Nina, quite good, because she can spam powers to her heart's content. Yeah, just run into those spike balls. That'll be fine. There's nothing down there, is there? No. I keep forgetting that I have that. I actually have mobility now. Oh, I can't see! Because I moved the camera like a dingus. Coming. Nice. Okay. Where to do it? Lower than that. There we go. Ah! Come on. Nice. Drop all your health. I'll take your poker chip. That's fine too. I'll take 2. So those will push you down. You can't really stand on top of them either. They're kind of like the log. You can stand on top of them. You can't jump through them, I should say. And they will kill you, or get you killed, I should say. I should, and I will. So Nina can also get alternate weapons, like Ace. Hers all stacked though, and she can get completely ridiculous if you get like 2 or more. On their own, they're usually okay options, usually giving you, some degree of vertical control. Is there anything down there? There might be. I'm gonna kill this dude, and then I'm gonna jump down there. Which may be a big mistake, but we're doing it. If I'm very careful... Okay, well, I wasn't very careful. If I'm very careful, we won't lose any health. Well... This one's a little tricky. If I didn't have the mobility of the air dash, I'd be unable to do that. Unable is a strong word. Okay, so unfortunately that's like the least good one available. Of the Owlhawk ones, sadly. But we're gonna go with it. Except I can't equip it. So we're going to sacrifice it for more core points. And cross our fingers that we get literally anything else. Get over here. Okay. Learn to aim Scroobadoo. I have to go and kill these enemies because they might give me health. On that off chance. And they do not respawn. Unlike 20XX, where they did. Which made things very hectic. Oh no! I'm gonna just let him come down. Her? I don't know what gender the Robo-Bats are. Do they have a gender? I don't think they do. And does it matter? No, it absolutely does not. The robot bats. Who cares? Oh, hey, what up? You know what? I'm gonna climb up that other side against all better judgment. Because if I can refill my health in the process, that'd be rad. It's all entirely dependent on me not dying, though, or taking any additional damage. Oh, ho, ho. No, no, no. There, see? Already worth my while, right? Did that not heal me? No, it did. I'm gonna go back down the other side now, because that's obviously the less difficult one. But yeah, gorgeous. All sorts of moving oh, that's kind of janky. That's very janky. All sorts of moving bits and bobs. A lot of visual overload, unfortunately, as a result, but not too bad once you get used to it. What on... oh, okay. I'll kill that clock as early as I can. Those things can get real nasty if you let them. We're okay, we're okay. Oh, that's really good. We want that. We want that. That's phenomenal. They're short range, but oh my god. It just shreds. Okay, mini boss. This is fine. That's bad. That's bad. I tried to air dash there, but I was too slow on the gun. So now I'm taking tons of extra damage. There we go. Is superb. I like that. And we got most of that health back. What do we got? Enemies drop more armor. You know, that's good too. But 3 core points. If I get another piece of armor, I'm gonna want those core points. I'm gonna get the more core points. I will deal with the consequences. Oh wow, that's moving quickly. Golly. Oh, tried to air dash. Flipped it. Yeah, that time the shield came on behind me. That sometimes happens. So now my basic shots, if they're not all connecting, do not do as much damage, but if you get them all to connect, i.e. you play Nina like you would Ace, she just devastates. Ideally I will get the punch through or one additional weapon. Or Armog. I would take another Armog at this point. Serious, just kind of take your time. And I have a bit better vertical control as well. I don't have to worry about having to jump to be on the level of an enemy. Alright, what do we got? Well, I don't need health. Getting more nuts is good. I don't have any shot that I can see. I don't remember if this guy, what this guy takes extra damage from offhand. In any case, this boss fight kind of, at high levels, kind of obnoxious. I'm going to try and go for the one on the top first. Ah! Okay, we're good. We're not good. I'm gonna just duck right here real quick. Oh, that hit me. Rude? Rude! Ah! I flubbed that real badly. Maybe I should have started from the bottom. Oh well. Still, you get the idea. So what I'll do here, first of all, check to see my memoria. Okay, I can afford that. I can afford more starting nuts, which can be useful. What I really want is that, so I can start upgrading the rest of these, or that, because getting a health tank is not bad either. So what I'm going to do, is I'm going to pop out of this, I'm going to end run, yes, really quit. I'm going to go to Mega Mode, and we're going to start a new file. That did change things up. Oh, that's nice. I kept my, progress for that. Progress between individual Mega Mode files and progress between standard mode are not cross-compatible. Anything interesting here? That can be useful. That can be useful. That can be useful. These can all be pretty good. Unfortunately, you can't scrap any of those, so you kind of just have to grin and bear it. Let's see if there's anybody doing this. No, there isn't. So the way these wind up working is they've got normal, bold, and what's the other one? So you can't click on either of those at the moment. Defiant, which are basically normal, hard, and oh my god, please make it stop. That's not a bad Defiant. That is a brutal Defiant. That is an excruciating Defiant. And this is probably up there. This is also a really hard one to get as bold of Defiant, but not too bad. Zen Primus is kind of a chump, if we're honest, if I'm going to be honest. Mostly because I know that level inside and out. Like, I know the tiles it's going to throw at me. it's not that big a deal. Sometimes it can be very difficult, but not too bad. Penumbra is hard no matter how you try to slice it. There's like a number of different reasons why. So that being normal is quite nice. So the way Mega works is you can choose who you want to pick, and that means you can go for good power combinations early. Early, and that is good, because we're going to want to get that secret area on him. Legacy is pretty good to have early as well, but I'm probably not going to be able to beat that one too early, but we'll do Legacy, just to see if we can clear it, because we haven't done them yet. Give me 1 second, I'm going to grab some water. All right, and we're back. So this is Visual Overload, the tile set. Oh, we want that. Getting that early is superb. That basically is the run. So we have a bunch of bouncing enemies that are really, really annoying. We've got some Yoku-style platforms that disappear and reappear. Most importantly, these areas, even if I die here, will remain basically the same. Right down, I think, to enemy drops. It's a pretty interesting arrangement at this time. Ow! Oh yeah, and we have snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? I hate snakes. Ace can deal with the small ones very, very handily. There is another snake. Big Snack. And he is problem. Big Snack is problem snack. For Ace in particular, because it is very hard to stay in control of that fight, whereas Nina has a lot more breathing room because she can keep her damn distance. So yeah, it's a cyber area, so like Cyber Peacock or, you know, one of those. It has like security device enemies, which suck mightily if you do something dumb like get spotted, like me. Getting some good cash flow here, which is nice. Super useful. Oh, I did not see where that was going. Those coming down do in fact kill men. Oh! Low on health, but yeah, just massive visual overload. There's like every different color under the sun, and like one of the coolest backgrounds ever. I love this shit. This is like, when I saw this after actually buying the early access, I was like, yes, it is more than I had ever hoped for, and then some. Oh no! Oh, I did not want to miss there. Ah, here we go. I'm probably going to die here. That's alright. So it's Snake. And as you shoot him, he moves faster. Because, of course he does. Ace has to put in a lot of work here. One of the main threats there is those bombs. Oh shit! He moved forward earlier than I thought he would, because I hurt him. Because of course he did. Of course he did. Why wouldn't he? Excellent question, and I'm glad you asked. Let's see, now that I have 21 nuts. Oh, I can actually get you. Neato. Yeah, go with that. Because being able to shoot out an extra projectile, which is usually round about your starting, what's it called? Your starting charge shot power is quite handy. Okay, let's try Zen Primus. And then I'll go and try the Owl. Mostly I want to do this to see if I can make some headway. Not quite as strong as what I am. But it's auxiliary damage, and that's good. It's free, basically, and there's some enemies that it will kill outright. Fortunately, most of those are the tiny little flying ones, which never really die all that well. Because I don't have mid-air dashes. Oh, cool. Lower zone right at the beginning. Neat. I'll take it. Ugh. And that's not bad. Nina can make use of that. Ace really can. Because he's usually not spending enough power to make it worth his time. So we're hoping for enemies to drop health, because that will mean they're dropping armor as well, because I have that one helmet. I better go back and double check to make sure there wasn't one of those spawning in this area, really. That's right, just fall right off the edge like a dingus. That's fine. You can get quite powerful in Mega mode, but I've found that compared to really, really good runs where everything just comes together, in standard mode, your power is usually not quite up to the same par. It's just easier to make any kind of headway because you can just keep repeating stages that you can memorize layouts basically, which is huge. Why would you jump into the fireball, you doof? I'm gonna have to go around the long way. I just realized that was a big mistake. so yeah. Hopefully the stream is going reasonably smoothly. I don't have an auxiliary window up to check. I should really do that. If it's choppy and somebody's tuning in, I know, fat chance, but if indeed, please tell me if it's crap. Usually I'll comment on hitching on my end. And I think the main time the hitching occurs in the game, for me, is when it's changing chunks. So if you look in the upper right-hand corner, it says alpha v0.15.7, b6273798, and then it has a bunch of text. tmx/bt/a2_entrance/bt_entrance_hk_a1_easy.30lv. That log string is the chunk name, and I have those on for debugging purposes in case I run into like a bad chunk that like could in some way be reasonably considered unclearable. So these are all the chunks are kind of arranged in varying orders, and I think when I'm getting hitching, it's on chunk interchanges. Like, I just changed to mini-boss. There was no hitch, but sometimes there is. So I know there's going to be a mini-boss here. And unfortunately, there's lots of fireballs, which is not great for fighting this thing. But... yeah, easy. Easy, easy. Now I just have to dodge fireballs. A lot of them. Zen Primus's, I find, is the one that gets the hardest the quickest. With the difficulty changes. Zen Primus's stage, I should say. Come on, catch up. So we did like no damage to this man. And we're not going to either. Oh shit. No shit. So this is why you want to kill him on the way, because this fight sucks. It's doable, but man, I just have to not get hit on any of these, and I should be fine. He should be just about dead. He's not dead. He's not dead! You did bad. You should feel bad. Thanks for the uplifting comment. So we're gonna go for the owl. Oh, we have 4 nuts? Yeah, we can't do anything with that. Okay, so we're gonna do the owl, because the owl stage is interesting. The owl boss fight is particularly neat. Not dynamic. So these areas provide you with a little mid-air bounce that you can do. And you can tell because it dims and you get a disc under your feet. This is one of those things you don't know unless you actually actively fiddle and try to understand what the game is doing. There's a hitch there, that's on my end. Nothing down there. I don't think there's anything down here, but I want to look. Yeah, okay. Don't ask how they have magma just floating there. They just do. Ah! Those things, fortunately, will only do it in one direction. Which one they'll do it in is seemingly random. But they'll always, like, one that shoots them vertically is only going to shoot them vertically. One that shoots them horizontally is only going to shoot them horizontally. So that makes them pretty manageable. But it's when they start arranging them in oh, these swords are a pain. In wild orders, that's when things get very complicated very quickly. There's a health down there. I'm upset about that. Oh, shoot. 1, 2, 3, no, 4? The fine art of dash jumping is very much alive in this. Like, a huge number of jumps in this game pretty much mandate that you know how to dash jump. And utilize that to the fullest. I am going to slide down here on the off chance that anything's down there. There is not. That's a waste. I'm going to slide down here on the off chance that, no, still a waste. This one's a little complicated. No, we haven't seen anything that even resembles the boss at this point. The mini-boss is like a prelude to the boss. And a rather interesting one at that. No, I can't get up there. I'm gonna see. Yeah, here we go. You can shortcut a bunch of these level chunks if you have a mobility, some sort of mobility tool, be it a power or an armor component. I don't think the fans are. No, they don't. Oh, I didn't realize you could slide on the sides of these, actually. I never really tried. I always tried to cleanly jump on them. Oh, give me that knut. Give me that knut. I want it. Oh, hunger. So I don't want to land on that one. For that reason. It's a trap! There's probably treasure here. There we go. There's a chest. So I know what I'm looking for as far as chests are concerned. I don't know where they're going to spawn. I have gut feelings. And some of those get borne out, some of them don't. I'm going to slide down here. I don't think there's anything down there. I'm going to just waste some health doing that. Yep. Let's just keep wasting health. That'll be fine. The actual boss here, though, is a combination of very difficult to very non-trivial. To extremely trivial, rather. This mini-boss section might be harder. Oh, okay. So those lightning bolts coming down are from the mini-boss. You cannot see them. I'm gonna kill this guy in the vain hope that he drops some health. He did not. A mobility something or other would help immensely. So yeah, that's the mini-boss. So in Mega Mode, every time you beat a mini-boss, or the first time you beat a mini-boss on a stage, you can get a blessing, which will be 3 components. One of 3 components. I already have that, so that does me no good. I want that because it boosts my damage. Click. I don't think there's anything down there, and I don't really have the ability to waste it. If you go back to the level, that will not be there. Other things can be, though. So you can't farm components by and large. 3 max HP or boost my energy. I'm gonna go with... Have I mentioned that the soundtrack to this game is killer? It's killer! Totally worth the extra money to get the soundtrack. So my attack kills will give me extra energy. Why not? I've never tried. I haven't tried lately to be a power spammer, and this one might allow me to do that. I don't have any powers to use at the moment. So slow falling, fast falling. Gonna. Because it's randomized the way it is, speedrunning for this game would probably be a tad tricky. Because it sort of relies on you getting kind of lucky. But the way it's set up, where at least in Mega Mode you can have defined seeds, you could very well set it up so that you have a certain seed that everybody's kind of playing on the same ground floor, as it were. So that augment I got earlier, oh my gosh, the hitching at the worst time. I didn't take any damage as a result, but I could have. That would have been bad. Not getting a lot of health drops lately, which is a bit upsetting, but not too bad. I feel like standard mode, you get more health drops. Might just be me. Which is kind of appropriate in its way, because with Mega Mode you can at least memorize. Let's full quickly, please, thank you. Alright, boss should be coming up soonish. Soon-ish, unless there's a glory area. Which would be great, I'd like that. This is going to be complicated. I'm going to need that guy to come down further. Or, you know, that can happen. That's fine too. Oh! I mistimed that terribly. Oh, give me that. I want it. Oh no! Ah, you bum. Okay. So we're going into this boss fight when it shows up. Yes! Give me that. What are you? You are armor, speed, and energy. Yes. Getting a little extra armor never hurt. Armor is easy come, easy go, though. It's just, as I said before, auxiliary health. I don't think there's anything down here. No, there's not. I'm not even gonna bother. Oh, nice. You tried to get me. You didn't. They did, though. Oh, yeah. That's what I like to see. Those are tiny little platforms. Something ate my charge shot there, I'm not sure what. Good work. I want that armor. That's fine. Are going to be... Oh, actually got him. Cool. Alright, boss time. There are two of these? That's kind of rude. I'm going to blow like 10. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Because every time you beat a boss, the shop has greater offerings. So Hoot Omega, Scion of Storms, is an adorable boy. And now you have to chase him across an entire friggin' level. And I have no mobility powers at all. And I have knockback and a whole lot of other really inconvenient shit. Oh no. And you have to deal a certain amount of damage before they'll move on, and I am failing to do that utterly. Come on. Yeah, I'm gonna die here. That's fine. That one is problematic without mobility. Once you get mobility, though, it turns right around and it's like a massive giggle fest. You're just like, why? Why would I have trouble on this again? Alright, was there anything to purchase here that was relevant? No, there absolutely was not. Very good. So I already got the noggin piece. So yeah, 330XX, it's pretty nuts. Ouch. Oh, okay. Clean out this area. Unfortunately, the boss here is going to be a bit difficult, unless I get an arm upgrade of some kind, or a weapon. Getting a weapon would be good. I don't count on it. Let's try threading the needle here. That is why we like our dash explosion thing. Dash, oh no. Yes! I cannot get up there. There's no way I can get up there. No. Not without a power, or some mobility ability. So I'll have to come back here. Fortunately, you can do that. Sweet as all this. Getting some light visual overload. Lots of bits and bobs here. Ooh, can't believe I made that. Yeah, just jump right through it, that's fine. Totally what I wanted to do. What is going on there? This is fine. This is becoming less fine by the minute. Second, whatever. That's a lot of clocks. That's a lot of clocks. That's a lot of me falling. This is bad. If these things did more than 1 damage to me, I'd be in deep trouble. I tell you what. Oh hey. Worth it. The Forkalator. Triangle shot. It's Forkalicious. We want that, by the way. I will sacrifice nearly anything to have that. I can afford to sacrifice that for now. So now I have 4 king shots. If I get, what's it called? Oh, I can't even see. I have to make that jump blind? Are you kidding? No, okay, mini boss! Yay! If I get the thing that lets me shoot through things, this will be pretty much the most ludicrously broken thing I can imagine. Oh my god, stop! Oh, stop! No! Ah! I'm just gonna get through. Ooh, so close. Just kidding. That was terrible. Fortunately, we get to keep everything we gained there. So, we're gonna do Penumbra out of a sense of general perversity. Also, because we're gonna beat them. Oh, jeez, that's already gonna be problematic. Got it. Incidentally, if you use that up close, that does all deal damage. But like I mentioned before, Nina's weapons actually stack, unlike Ace's. And that does make them completely ridiculous, if you're able to get more than one. This weapon is probably one of the best that she gets. There's a wavy one that's there's one that gives her weapon a parabolic arc, which is not there's the shorter range spread shot, which stacks with this, I believe, and allows for some really nasty shenanigans. But I have not gotten that much lately. Her weapons seem to be pretty rare. Armor's pretty common, though. Because I'm able to cover such a huge area. The only thing... Where is it? It's down there. Okay. Yeah, I do want to get up here. I wanted that. Something good, maybe? I'm gonna go for the core points, because I'm pretty strapped. Yeah, 3 core points. That means I can equip that again. That arm will be like the first thing I remove as soon as I can afford to. Yeah, and it gave armor? Heck yeah. Heck no. Heck yeah! The only real barrier to using the Forculator ad nauseum is the god-awful scorching noise it makes. Which is pretty bad. Oh, here we go. That's fine. Yeah, face the wrong way, dude. You got, dude. And dudette and other dude. Yeah. What do we got? Band of Might. That's kind of crap. Charge attacks deal bonus damage, though, is pretty good. Either of those, any of these is usable. I've decided I want to play this as a power caster if I possibly can swing it. So I'm going to go with Owlhawk's Focus against all intelligent better judgment. Even though I have no powers, and I can't equip it at the moment. Yeah, something good. reduced by a lot. Yeah, let's do it. That's noticeable. Yeah. Let's bang out this glory zone. We have no additional mobility tools, so we just have to do it right. We have to play clean. Okay, I need to wait. There we go. Hey, hey. No. Give me your nuts. Oh, you would do me like that, would you? That's not bad. These are only granting... if any of these were granting me core points, it'd be great. But they're not. I'm gonna get rid of that and equip that instead. So that's useful. With my current equipment, doing Penumbra, the boss, is going to be not trivial, but pretty not hard. Because I'll be able to hit him pretty much wherever he decides to stand. I'm just going up the friggin' wall. Hell with this. Yeah, do that. See what I care. See what I care, I said. Ah, that still hit me? Bum. Shoot that into the wall, friend. Got time for it. Oh, I forgot mine did that too. Okay. Okay. This one's complicated. It's cool and clean when you do it right, but man, if I hadn't ever encountered that before, that'd be a lot more impressive. Oh. Why, yes, please, I would. Yeah, sure. Just waste your armor. No big. Please stop doing that. Did not block many of those. Oh, jeez Louise, no. We're not doing that. We have no choice but to do that because we don't have mobility options. That was pretty clean. Other than the flub. Any health drops would be appreciated at this juncture. Oh, hey. I don't know what you're here to give me. Oh. Nice. Alright, I think it's the boss now. Yeah. As I've said before, he's not the easiest boss in the world. He's not too bad. It's just, you can get overwhelmed pretty easily if you're not careful. Fortunately, with the Forculator, it's going to be super easy. Like, barely an issue. In fact, I'll try to do this with a 10 damage. That's everything. fall into that either. Oh, shoot. I'm in trouble. 'Cause I have no health. Took a lot more damage than I thought I did. Urkur. It's not gonna change, my dude. Actually, now that we have the shield, we can probably do Zen Primus effortlessly. I should probably go back and do that. We'll try to give a stab at this. This is another tile set that I actually know reasonably well, but is still kind of challenging. Mostly because it was in the early alpha. They did a couple months back in this summer. Give me that stuff. The boss isn't too bad. He's really simple, but he just has a lot of stuff he'll throw in your general direction, so you have to kind of be on your toes. And with the weapon I have, it should not be too hard because I can hit him at a bunch of different angles. Oh no! Those moles, man. I know to look out for them, and I still never see them. What are we looking at here? The disadvantage of doing this one now is that I'm going to have to do it later in order to get to that other area. That secret weapon. Oh no. Spectacular. Why did we do that the easy, hard way? Whatever. I'm upset. I'm catching these cycles at the worst time. There we go. So long as I don't jump, those things won't shoot. Oh, there's a mole there. Ow. I'm gonna poke around here real quick. Getting back up this thing's gonna be a chore. Let's try anyway. Okay, there's something up there. I don't think it's a chest though. This was a mistake. This was a mistake. No, I'm not bothering with this. I'll deal with that the second run I have to do of this area. I say have to. Pretty much. Please just die. Please, please, please die faster. Ah, that's not what I wanted. That went well. Not great. Something good, please. That's good. That's good too. That's really good. I can't equip it. Can I? No, I can't equip it. Shoot. That I can unequip for boss fights. Ah, crumb. Okay, well, I'm still... looking towards the future here. What are you? The head that wears the crown deals more damage. Majesty. I think it just reduced my health too. Give me a platform. Thank you. This zone blows. This little tile. Ugh. This tile is evil. And I need to get the crown back too. I forgot that it falls off. I got this back in the alpha, I think. Ah, why? Please don't do... Here we go. I want to kill that guy before I move on. Oh my goodness. I'm going to scoot forward a little. It's getting blocked. Don't do that either. Thank you, I needed that. I'm so upset. Where did it go? Where's my goddamn crown? I get to keep it? I got to keep it. Stop this madness. Oh, I lost the crown anyway. Fucking fantastic. Well, I picked it up right before I died, so I might be able to keep it through the next level that I try to run. I still have it in my inventory. Alright, we're gonna go for Zen Primus now. Now that we have a ton of... I can also afford to get this stuff too. There we go. Now I have a bunch of extra energy that I can do exactly nothing with. Alright. When you have a split shot type weapon, the individual bullets tend to do a lot less damage. But, if you get them all to hit, doesn't matter. I do not think this will give me... It says I still have the crown, but I'm not seeing it. Oh, because it doesn't count if it's an armor hit. Yeah, you can blow it over. Don't have anything in it. Nice! Just kill me. I strongly suspect it's not doing more damage either. Ah, no. Okay, so we want right here, I think. We should drop to the other side. All we have to do is focus on not getting hit, like an idiot. Shit. Shit. Double shit. Okay. Well, I picked up the crown on death, so that's something anyway. Rolling my eyes. You can't see it, but I am. So they've given me some pretty dodgy stuff to work with here. I'm gonna try Zen Primus again. And now I know I don't have to even attempt the Gloria area. Plus, I need to get Zen Primus's weapon in order to get to that other area, the Crystal Caves or whatever it's called. Ah, come on. Ah, why? God damn it. Fuck this. I've already fucked this up enough. All stats up is good. Charged attacks dealing bonus damage is also good. that's not bad, actually. You have to manually hold the charge button for that to work. Auto charge will not just automatically draw them in. Let me get the crown back. To find where I dropped the stupid thing. There we go. No glory zone here because there's the one earlier. Oh no! See that nut up there? There we go. There we go. Armor's good. I get to keep the crown for a hit or two. Not gonna worry about the crown during the boss fight. I'll have other things to worry about, such as not dying. And some HP from that, which is nice! There's health down there. I'd like that, but I'm not going to be able to get it. Oh, wow, that's hitching. Okay. Yeah, or you could just, you know, get hit by that like a chump. That's fine too. This. I don't actually know what that does. What does that do? Do I or do I not have it equipped? Oh, okay. Seems fine. Gives my shots a bit of spread, which is a little goofy. I'll see if it does anything else afterward. Damage reduction or something. Maybe. There's an item chest up there, but I can't get to it at the moment. Let's see if I can circle around through here. extra nuts, which is good for when I have to buy things, which lately I have not. Alright. Boss time. I'm gonna see if I can spam to get some armor. Hell yeah. Oh yeah! So this should go pretty well, hopefully. It's a lot of armor. And I'm gonna lose all of it by the time this fight's over. I'm gonna get shredded. Ugh. Didn't actually go through all the armor. That's nice. Alright. Finally got mobility from this man. And with that, get additional... Go for that. I don't know that you can actually stack the crowns. I'm tempted to do it and find out. I don't know. I really don't know what that does. I should probably find out what that does. Well, I'm gonna vaporize enemy shots, so... We've got... Oh, I can't. Okay. Well, that's fine. Incompatible. Well, if I ever lose it, I'll just buy it again. Let's try Legacy again. Legacy's kind of a pain. The boss fight itself is one thing. It's getting through... Oh, hey. It's getting through the mini-boss. That's right. Just take all that damage. That's fine. That's fine!
Damn it.
I think that is reducing my damage. Oh, it's reducing my costs though. That's... yeah. That's pretty good then. Yeah, just, you know, bang into them. Some hitching, but that's mostly, again, because the game's pretty unoptimized at the moment. It's in alpha. It's not anywhere near feature complete. And no, my shield will not prevent those wall beams from killing me or damaging me. Now, Ace gets an ability from one of the bosses. I can't remember which offhand. It might be Legacy, but I don't think it is. That lets him... It's one of those wonderful defensive abilities where you trigger it and you're like invincible during the duration. And then you do like a reflect action. And despite the fact that you become completely stationary when you do it, if you are halfway intelligent and halfway skilled, that thing is brutal. You just like ignore all damage. Oh hey, I went through that. That work. Unless I've already lost the crown. I have not already lost the crown. Oh, why would you just do that? Why? I'm out of here. No! Coming? Albeit late. Slain enemies damage their neighbors is pretty good. Not useful against bosses, but every little bit helps. Can I get the crown back? It's in my inventory. I don't see it floating around. Can I just... Look how gorgeous this is. Vibrant, lush. With, you know, digital cyber plants or something. And flicker that would probably give you a headache if you stared too long. I should have maybe grabbed that other thing that was there. That might have been good. I'm gonna let them go. And now go up. I ascend. What do we got? Give me those core points, please. Because I've already got one, and I don't think you can double up. That gives me 2 extra to work with, which isn't much. So the reason that, not these arms, but the arms particularly bad, but the, where are you? The Owlhawk's focus is not particularly useful for Ace, is that he has a cooldown regardless on any of his quote power abilities. Max health plus 4, but it grants 5 core points, so we're taking the core points. Because that means we can double up, or we can get Owlhawk's Talon, which will mean I'm going to get energy left, right, and center. Positions itself in there. Ah, don't do that! It says I still have the crap, I must have gotten it back. Oh yeah, this one's kind of tricky. Usually have like a split second before they actually shoot, so it's pretty manageable. little laser things which are annoying. Oh, actually, time went well. I'm impressed. Alright. Ah, here we go. Give me a weapon. Oh, what's going on there? Oh no. That's bad. Looks cool. That's not good. Oh, baby, yes. Scatterblast in addition? Yeah. Double barrel death shot. Oh no, a snick. Oh no. Avoid. Or just eradicate it from existence. One of the two. So yeah, right now, my guns should be able to largely shred anything I care to come in contact with. Problem is, my shots do like no damage. What's going on there? Oh, it's trying to spawn. That's what's going on. That's lava. We don't want... Is that a health item down there? I can't tell. I'm gonna hedge my bets and assume that it is not safe to dive into the lava. Oh, you bum! You would do this. Okay, that's enough. Doing like 2 damage per shot, though, which is a little problematic. 98% sure there's nothing down there. I am going to juice myself up health-wise. I have the nuts to spare. Plus it'll give me armor. It's probably about as much as I'm gonna do. No extra armor, we're calling it. So this boss fight's kind of a pain. Not because the boss himself is tricky, but because of the things spinning around him. Oops, not what I wanted to do. That does nothing. And shooting at them doesn't do a whole hell of a lot of good either. I can go much better. Got him. Pretty painless. The things spinning around him can be problematic, but they weren't this time, which is good. The ability he grants is quite handy, though. Indicates projectiles and deals minor damage in a wide area. So what that does is anything in that bubble, no projectiles, all projectiles gone. Now I have a charge shot that gets rid of projectiles too, so it's of dubious value. But it does, however, mix with that. So if I do this, those are defense areas that enemy shots can't go into. If you flip that, and you do... Wait. You double tap it, you get a wider area. And pretty substantial damage, if the one time I did it is accurate. So I'm going to be using powers a bit more aggressively now, because I can afford to, and I sort of have to at this point. We don't care about that in the slightest. Power kills might restore health. Ha ha ha. It's not like we could afford it even if we wanted to, so we're not going to bother. If set bonuses were implemented, we probably would go for that, but they're not, so we're not. We want some mobility powers, though, like now. Wow, that's expensive. It's getting it, though. Potato. We'll boost our health. And you know what? Get that energy while we're at it. So now we're pretty burly. I'm thinking we gun down Penumbra. Yeah, I'm thinking we gun down Penumbra. I forget what killed me before. You're killing me, Smalls. Where's the... It's down there, okay. Ah. You would. You would. You absolutely would, wouldn't you? Please stop. Especially since there's almost certainly not going to be anything I can use in this. Yeah. There is nothing. We got the health. I guess that's fine. So another thing noteworthy about the Oxjack, I'm not going to flip any of these. The Oxjack dash projectile from the head, Oxjacks can, is its range is really long compared to your actual regular shots, which die basically at the end of the screen. Oh, that was beautiful. Just sat in front of that man and obliterated him before he could do anything. I don't know, they're robots, dude. Or androids. I don't know what they identify as. Who cares? Well, they do. Maybe. Maybe they don't. I imagine they're probably like, why would anyone care about pronouns? I care about not being a slave to humanity. Who could really blame them? Honestly. Oh no! I don't know why why we went through the rigmarole of doing that. Oh, please hit them, thank you. Give me all that. I want it. Okay, so I need to land on you. Hop, 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 hop. Shoot, hop, 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 hop. I'm cutting those awfully fine. Thank you. Ah! Okay. Ah! It's hilarious. I did this effortlessly earlier in this stream. Nice. Oh no. How is that thing hitting me? That one's hitting me, I understand. That's obvious. I can't really afford to do that. I'm just gonna get a point of armor. Be very quick, because that thing's gonna come back. That's fine. I didn't think I was under it, but obviously I was. I'm not even gonna bother with that dude. Alright, boss fight time. Hopefully it'll go quickly. That didn't drop anything. I'm in trouble. So, it's the last part that's a problem. The first part is like, okay, just juke and shoot, juke and shoot. Okay, dude. That went better. Unfortunately, you can't pick up the scythe, which bums me out. It's like, I want it. Give me. But no, no, no. That's just why we can't have nice things. I forget what that does. It's bigger boom boom. The charged version of the negation pulse is colossal. Just, I mean, that's like almost the entire screen. It's huge, 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 huge. The other way around. There we go. Yeah, it's just the explosion. Okay. We'll keep that for now. Between these and the last one, and the one that we're going to get from what's his face, the crystal dude, who we are going to do next, we should be able to. We already have that, so that doesn't just no good at all. We are one nut short. That's upsetting. We are still one nut short. That disappoints me to no end. Oh yeah, I could probably afford something here, can't I? No, I don't really do. There we go. I'm gonna save up till I can get the timeless core. Will that give me the nuts now? No, it won't. It was worth a shot. Alright, so we're going to Echo Cave, which is tricky, but... gotta pretty much just fly through this. What hit? Dropping through platforms does not trigger those shooters. Ah, don't do that. Ah. Yes, no. There we go. Want to keep the damn crown. You know, or do that. Fuck it, crown's not worth this. Just buy another one later. I don't remember if I did this glory zone. Probably did. Or miss, that's fine. We did not. Okay, that is the least impressive of the legs, but we do need any mobility we can get. What can I remove to make that happen? Restoring energy. There we go. We're good. So it's only horizontal movement. The owl, hawk legs allow free movement. But we have something now, so that'll let us at least get through certain gaps more easily. I killed a couple enemies in Just the low-hanging fruit enemies. I'm not gonna go for... Oh. Yeah, okay. Fine, whatever. Alright, so mini-boss. They'll give me some nuts, which is good. They're going to probably shoot and damage me, which is bad. That's right, I can just blow through their shots, I forgot about that. Oh, just stand there and get shot. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so I'm in dire straits. I needed there to be health in that. I needed there to be health in that. Okay, we're borderline functional now. Oh, that's right, there's this. I forgot. We're in trouble again. Yeah, that's fine. You would. Yeah, I'm dead. Frigadoodle. Yep. Okay, we gotta try that again. Grabbing some water real quick. I figure that's probably fine. We're just gonna ignore everything while we're at it. Just purely going for the clear. Going for the clear. Nothing else matters. And Hitchin's doing me no favors. I did the glory zone, right? I can't remember, so now I'm gonna do it over. Yeah, I did this. Could have been cleaner. No armor from any of that? That's disappointing. This sucks. There are hilariously far worse variants. This is the most kind. Of this particular room variant. Well, not the most kind, but it's among the kindest. Not what I wanted to do. Heck with all he is. Oh, hey, what do you know? So we do want that. What do I unequip to make that happen? I do want that. That's handy. Honestly, the dashing, firing a shot thing. Either that or the hover. It's one of the two. Get the big net. I'm not gonna bother with the one down below. In the lake of whatever that is. Did any of that connect? Oh, that lasted a while. Oh, here we go. I knew we were gonna get another one. I didn't know we were gonna get another one. I wish we hadn't. Oh, how I wish I had gotten another one. Was not expecting to. One thing that I've noticed is the levels are particularly grueling. Very reminiscent of Megaman 11. If anybody here played that. Megaman 11, the bosses are like, I hesitate to call them total chumps, but compared to how brutal getting through some of the levels was, particularly with the mini-bosses in that game were non-pushovers most of the time. One sec. I'm trying to concentrate here. Here we go. And kill those guys. Oh, don't do that. Don't. Not like this. I'd give anything to have an actual mobility tool right now. concentrate. There we go. Okay. Just the levels are particularly hard. The bosses themselves are relatively innocuous. I don't think there's anything out there. I'm not even gonna look. I want this boss dead. And with our charge shots, we should make that a reality, something fierce. Gonna zip down, start unloading on his face, and hopefully that'll kill him with speed. Or, you know, he'll do that. That didn't do a whole lot. That didn't do a whole hell of a lot. Didn't want to miss there. Get down here. He did. Now we have to actually cross the Rubicon, as it were. And I think to do that we need that and this? Yes, okay, good. Thank goodness this doesn't cost any energy. That was a mistake. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I suspect I have gone too far. Now I'm just gonna have to keep closer to the ground. Crumbs. There we go. What do we got? That's kind of trash. I mean, it's not trash, but we don't need it, so we're gonna convert that to core points, which gives me 2 to work with, which allows me to re-equip that. Hooray me! I don't think there's anything off to the right. This is me just mashing the button as quickly as I can. Trying to get to the ceiling as quickly as possible. So there's a cooldown in casts. Look at that background. I love it. I love that background. Okay, sallying forth again. For great justice. What do we got? Oh, core point extender and not terrible. Boot. Gosh, we'll get that, we'll get you. Oh, nice, we can actually afford it. We're going to unequip Trashy McTrashinfoot and equip Goody McGoodenfoot. And that's about as good as we're gonna get for now. What's there's like a wavy shot as well. And a vertical shot. What we're really hoping for are actual arm components that are worth something, and right now we're not getting that. And I'm not too thrilled that we're not getting that. It's frustrating me. Alright, let's go for the owl. Actually, this guy's gonna be easier. Plus, now we have mobility tools, so we can actually put in work. I want to change things up a bit. What does that one do? Oh, that's right. That one generates a crystal as well. I don't remember what that does. No, that's not what I want to do. I want to do that. I think that just freezes everything. Yeah. Okay, that's not so useful. What we want then is... That as a mobility tool is not bad, so we'll keep that in reserve. Go with that for now. So when I'm doing those mid-air dashes, I am indeed shooting a blast vertically from that oxjack held in piece. Ow. I could play this all day. I'm not going to be able to play this all day. I have things to do. Ah! Oh wait, I can, That's not the right one. Okay. That's not what I want to do. That's not what I want to do either. Oh, that's what I can do. No. Further down. Yes. There we go. Okay. Progress! Still taking unnecessary damage. Yes, this is exactly what I want. This and the Dracopent arms are exactly what I'm gunning for at this stage. I want that. What can I live without? I want that. But if I'm making the shift to actual shooting instead of power abuse, then I can get rid of that. The shoot. Actually, I only need 2, so I'm going to get rid of the dash shot. So with this, I get just faster charging, which is good. Oh my gosh, stand in front of it, please. Thank you. Oh, I could just fall straight down that hole and it'd be about 10 times easier. I didn't know that. I'm going to remember that in future. this run has been a slow burn, and now we've got all kinds of ridiculous tools. Not the best tools, but most of the best tools. Like, of the tools, we have most of them that are good. Oh, he's way up there. What are you doing there, buddy? Dying, that's what you're doing there. You're dead. You must cease the babe, champ. Ugh. Okay, mini-boss. Okay, let's just get into the... Damn it. Please don't do that. Don't do that either. Please and dilate, thank you. And kindly get thwacked, like so. You jerk. Yes. Yes. That is strong. Ooh. Max energy I don't really care about. More speed I don't really care about either. Lots of health I really care about. Give me that. Come on. Yep. Just clearing a little trash here. Okay. Ach, mein Gott! Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Please aim up, thank you. Or get shot, that's fine. Much better. I gotta backtrack here real quick. That's fine. Just take all the damage. That costs like 4 energy to use. That's ridiculous. Probably worth it. Not how I wanted to do that, but it's how it got done. Oh, hey. More nuts. Yeah, shield spawned behind me for some reason. I didn't like that. should be nearing the end of this gauntlet. Then we just have to deal with a rather difficult to fight late game boss. Uh-oh. Any health they want to give me is pretty much necessary. I'm dying here. And the boss, I'm gonna die. Oh, perfect. Any armor you want to toss my way is good, because that's free extra health. Okay, we can make do with that. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go for the defense bubble. I don't remember what this does. Probably that's bad. What do? You freeze things, right? Oh, look at that! That was a big boy. We're gonna do that. And I'm gonna hope that doesn't suck enemies in on me and kill me. Fingers crossed. This is gonna be kinda tricky. Fine. So their lasers don't care about that. This is fine. Not clean, but fine. If there's some secret related to getting them in a specific order, I am unaware of it. So now we get the cogwheel, which is kind of like just another shot, really. Like here, let's poke around and experiment. So ordinarily on its own, shoots a cogwheel. That'll actually bounce off of certain surfaces, like diagonals particularly. Otherwise it will just vanish. But you can shoot it pretty quickly. However, you fuse it with the Echo, it shoots a lot of them. If you shoot it with... that probably just eats projectiles out, I guess. If you fuse it with the black hole, it'll shoot out a triple shot, which is handy. There's another... there it is. Causes freezing. And then if we switch the scales, that does absolutely nothing. That appears to do absolutely nothing. Oh, you can shoot it in directions, that's what it is. No, you did the wrong one. So you can shoot that upwards. That upwards. Not really too special. I don't think that even... oh, that's actually kind of handy. You can project it in front of you. So not that great. The triple shot is probably what I'll wind up going for. And swap around like that. That's probably fine. Yeah. So now we just have to deal with the stupid owl, which is not quite the bane of my existence, but its level is none too easy. Probably go with that. Oh, no, all stats up is the way to go, for sure. I don't think you can stack that, or if you can, I don't know what good that would do. We want all stats up, because that's too good to pass up, and let's kill this bite. We unfortunately have to get kind of close to it to do things, but we have mobility options now, so I'm not super worried. Alrighty. Let me get a sip of water here. To a rocky start. As you can see, compared to the last time we tried going through this, enemies die. Ow. So now, because we have mobility tools, we can actually bypass substantial chunks of the level that we would have otherwise had to do before. Okay, let me do that, that's fine. Like so. Oh, that did not kill him. That's not what I wanted. Ah! Nice. That's not what I wanted to do. So, mini boss again. Oh! Get slapped. I will grab that health though, in the hopes that it'll give me armor. It didn't. We're just gonna descend through all this, I don't care. Come on, lay me down. Thank you. So this is what a good build will do for you. You don't have a ton of control over what your build is, but when you do, pretty grand. that's right. I have that on a... Yeah, whatever. Actually, I could probably... Nope. It gives you little love note messages when you try to go someplace you're not at all supposed to go. What? Why would I do that? Thank you. Oh, no. I messed up. Heck with you. Ow. Ah! Went too far. Alright, so we're not in the best condition, but, 2, 3. Go through one more. We should be fine. I'm not overly concerned. Yeah, you better run. Or, you know, I can run into spikes. Ah! That's not where I want to be. Okay. This is problematic. Oh, I know what I need to do. I'm dumb. That's right. Run right into them. Did I mention I'm not good at this? Yeah. Please stop. Please don't do that. Or that. Get shot. That was anticlimactic. So now we get the last weapon that we have available at the moment, which is fairly interesting. It is... I'm going to remove that so you can see the default. It's a vertical whirlwind, not changed by what direction you input when you're doing it. If you use it with the sound waves, it'll freeze enemies. If you use it with that, I assume that blocks bullets. I've not used that in combat. If you use the charged version with the black hole, is big boy. So if you've played Dragon Marked for Death, you know what you're getting into with that. Plant on boss and have a giggle. Oh yeah, and you can overlap them. Which is causing me some lag, so I'm gonna stop doing that. I don't know what it does with the cogwheels. Oh, it shoots it horizontally. Oh, and you can do it diagonally. I didn't know that. That's cool. So that's handy. Is there anything I didn't do it with? Oh, right, Echo. With Echo, it's really nifty. So it does the default normal, and then lets you tap while it's doing it, and it sends out 2 to the side, which is up there with the charged one. When you use it on other things, though, that's where it shines. This one is a great utility. I don't even know what that does. But it does something. It's leaving behind blobs, so it does persist. And in this case, that just kind of... Well, that didn't do anything. So you get auras and stuff. In some cases, this is a handy aura. This one is phenomenal. Because now I just have a defensive barrier floating around me. Absolutely magnificent. This one is also really cool. You get a reign of terror. So Nina, with powers, with this fusion system that they've got going on, unbelievably strong if you get the right ones. So on standard mode, that's a complete crapshoot. On Mega mode, though, if you're good, you can actually make things work in your favor. Out of morbid interest. Oh, there we go. Draco Pentclaw. I can't afford it. But now you can go back and refight. I don't think it'll give you extra of the... I think you have to do... I don't think it'll give you any of the extra resources other than Memoria from mini-bosses. I think you won't get the potential from the boss kills. I'm not sure. So standard is probably the best way to just get in and get going, whereas Mega requires a bit more doing to get places. So yeah, thanks for watching. This has been Mecha Mondays. I have to run. Like now. So yeah, I do try to do this every week where I do something giant robot or mecha adjacent robots or fighting, super fighting robots or androids or androidettes. Gynoids? Is the, they count as mecha as far as I'm concerned. So I also do other streams throughout the week. I do a Warframe Wednesdays stream where I do something Warframey for a couple hours, and then I have a Free Read Fridays stream where I read short stories and indeed entire novels aloud. Right now we're about a good third to halfway through Artemis by Andy Weir. It's a story of a moon heist. Moon crimes. So pretty cool. So yeah, feel free to check me out. I have these all archived on YouTube, which I should have linked in the stream description. Have a good one, folks. Stay safe, stay toasty, or cool, whichever your preference is, and have a good one. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.